What's going on, guys? Welcome to our new house. I'm still not going to tell you where it is, but I'll take you guys outside so you guys can guess down in the comments. I don't know. Use the sky, the date that this is filmed on, whether I sweat or not, whether I'm shivering, whether it's snowing. You guys can guess where we're at. I'll reveal in the next video. I just didn't want to show or just be like, hey, we moved. Here it is. That's all. And that would not be exciting. So I want to show you guys. I want to be able to show you where we've moved. So I'll do that in the next video. But today I'm going to be showing you guys our house, showing you guys the garage setup that I've got, and showing you guys this beautiful baby who walks all over the place. You guys don't really see her too much in the videos, but she is a pro at walking. Look at this. She knows all of her letters. Not really, she doesn't know any of them. But hey, Aylin, where's your nose? Yeah!
How's your nose?
Good job.
Right up
She's
the
like,
nostril.
now I'm gonna pick it. So yeah, the past week has been, it's been eventful. Yeah, it's been mayhem. So where I left you guys off last time, no, the last video was riding the R1. So if you didn't watch that, go watch that. But I think the video that I did before that, I explained the whole situation that we were having with moving our stuff out to Houston, and the fact that I felt that we might be getting scammed with the moving people that we had hired to unpack all of our stuff in Houston and then repack all of our stuff, and we were going to use them to drive all of our stuff to the new city that we're living in now. And I said that after all the ordeal that we were going through, we still were going to use them. Well, we didn't. I ended up doing all the driving myself with the assistance of Mr. Hunter Honda. So if you haven't watched the video where I explain all the problems we were having with the movers, I'd recommend watching that because it kind of sets up the stage for where my head was at with them, all the problems we were having, and kind of leading up to what we were getting to here. So the last thing we left off with was they helped us get all of our stuff packed into the U-Haul that we were moving out here. But it all didn't fit in the U-Haul truck that we were using, even though they said it would. I had to go get a trailer. Abby and I filled that up. Everything was ready to go except for my motorcycles. The problem with that was that I needed to be able to trailer my motorcycles, and now that we were using an extra trailer, that couldn't go behind the U-Haul. What I first was trying to do was have two separate U-Haul trailers so that I could split up the bikes between both of them. The movers that we were using, they were going to be driving out there in their SUV along with the truck so that we could pull two different trailers. But here's the thing. After I got the trailer completely loaded up, the extra trailer behind the U-Haul, I did not hear back from the moving guy for 5 straight days, not a word. Our move-in date was July 13th. So here I am thinking that the guy would be getting back to me at least a few days before we were gonna move, letting me know or trying to get information on, when should I leave? When do I need to get there? Not a word, never heard from him. So I called him. I called him the morning of the 10th, didn't answer. So I sent him a text. I was like, hey, haven't heard from you in 5 days. Thought you might be getting back to me. What's going on? Didn't hear from him. So of course, me, already fed up with the antics that he's been pulling so far, I start going through every single possible review I could find of his company. I looked on Amazon, I looked on the moving help website that we use to hire them, where they have like 500 reviews. So it's not like they're just a nobody company getting business. I think they had 4.1 stars on the moving help website, maybe around 4 on Facebook. So I'm looking through all of these bad reviews that they have, and I start getting super worried. Jobs from people saying they never showed up, jobs from people saying that they're damaging their things. And here I am. I had already paid him for the help with loading the U-Haul because we booked it separately, not through the moving help website, because we needed them to move everything here. That was my first mistake. I own that one. I shouldn't have done that because I had no protections if I was booking it just on my own, just a side job deal. But we'd already paid them for the help loading the truck and a deposit for the trip out here. I was fine doing that. Putting down a deposit for a trip like that made sense. So of course I'm freaking out. I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna scam me. Or at the very least, my job is not gonna get done. I did not trust this guy anymore to get the job done. Whether he was gonna scam me and steal my stuff or just not show up on time. I did not trust him. So after all this goes down and I read all his reviews, did you bring some music? Huh? Hey you, here you go. Thanks, Mom. So I text this guy again and I say, can we meet today to go over everything? My idea at this point was I needed to get him in person so that I could, one, tell him that I wasn't gonna use him for the job anymore, that I didn't trust him to get the job done, and try to get the remainder of my deposit back. So he finally gets back to me in text. He says, maybe I can meet you somewhere in an hour or so. And I'm like, okay, where do you want to meet? Don't hear from him for another hour. And he says, still busy, can't meet now. I'll let you know in a little bit when I can. And I'm like, okay. Don't hear from him for the rest of the day. Not a peep. I'm like, I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna pester him some more. We'll see if he replies late tonight or gives me a call in the morning. Nothing. So late morning on the 10th, not like stupid early, like 10 a.m. This guy usually wakes up super early from what I could tell so far. Hey, hopefully you can get back to me today with a time that we can meet. Don't give him any heat for not replying to me yesterday. Just like, hey, can we still meet? He gets back to me right away. He's like, yeah, sorry, so much going on. So I can get prepared to leave for a few days. Should be good here after 2 or 3 today. I think he's gonna just keep pushing back, never actually meeting up with me. So I'm like, hey, I will come to you. Just tell me where at, and I will come to you so we can get this stuff taken care of. So he's like, I can't. I'm actually moving my personal furniture today. I should be finished in a few hours. You have my word. As soon as I'm done, I will meet up with you. If you haven't guessed yet, I don't hear from him for the rest of the day. So I text him late that night and I'm like, are you done yet? And he says, oh, I'm just finishing now. Can we meet tomorrow instead? I'm like, fine, let's meet tomorrow. So this has gone by 2 days now where he was pushing stuff back, saying he could meet and then wasn't replying. So I'm like, hey, can you meet tomorrow morning, this location, 8 a.m.? He said, yes, I can meet then. I'm like, cool, see you tomorrow. The next morning, I text him with plenty of notice. I say, hey, are you still good for 8? He said, I can do 8:30. And I'm like, okay, I'll meet you at 8:30. So finally, that morning, I meet up with him to let him know all the reasons that I'm not happy with what they've done, how he hasn't gotten stuff done for me that he said he would get done, but mainly the fact that he can't even send me a text message over multiple days just to give me reassurance that he's gonna get my stuff when we need to bring it out to our new house. And I told him, I don't trust you to get this job done. I explained all of it. I was super calm. Abby would be way proud. I was completely calm because I had already accepted the fact that I was not gonna get my money back. This guy starts blowing up at me. He laughs at every single thing that I say. He's like, we could have just done this on the phone. I didn't need to meet up with you and you waste my time. And I'm like, look, if I told you on the phone that I wanted my deposit back from you, do you think that you actually would have showed up? And he just laughed at it all. He ends up getting so upset, he drives off on me, he leaves. Straight up, gone. I'm like, cool, like I wasn't expecting to get my money back anyways, but cool. So we got that taken care of, but you're probably wondering how I was gonna get my stuff here because we still had a full U-Haul, completely packed to the brim. The full trailer, an extra trailer behind the U-Haul. I still needed to get another trailer for all of my motorcycles. My strategy here was I needed a pickup truck that I can put 2 bikes in the bed of the truck, and I needed a trailer to put 3 of the motorcycles. So I start messaging some friends, bribing them with some money to do this trip with me because I know it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna take out 2 days of their time, and Hunter Honda, my man, my brother, comes through, and as you guys know, if you watch his channel, he just picked up an awesome Chevy Silverado. So Hunter is gonna drive his truck, put two bikes in the bed, he'll tow the motorcycles. Come July 12th, our strategy is we're gonna leave in the afternoon so that we can get to the house at 9 a.m. or a few hours before. The reason that we didn't want to drive the night before or drive the whole day before and like stay in a hotel or something like that is because I was incredibly worried that either my bikes were going to get stolen or the U-Haul was gonna get stolen. Yeah, we left in the afternoon. We got here at like 9:05. But if you haven't guessed, our car and our dogs and some remaining things were still in Texas. Abby and Aylin were flying out here because I didn't want them sitting in the car for that long. So we get here at 9 a.m. I hired movers to be here at 9:30 to get everything out of the truck and the trailer into the house. Abby's flight was getting in at like 10 a.m. She was gonna get a lift out here. The rest of the morning and into the afternoon, we are getting everything into the house. I haven't slept. I told Hunter, like, yo, someone has to sleep. So you go find a cozy little place to sleep, and I will do all of the moving here, helping with them with that. It gets to like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I still haven't slept. I had gotten up the morning before at like 7 a.m. We ended up, I think, getting out of here at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I drive first, and on the drive back, I maybe sleep for 3 hours total. We get in at 5 a.m. We go to sleep at Abby's parents' house. I sleep for about 4 to 5 hours, and then I start loading stuff up again. Hunter's still asleep. Of course, we gotta get my dogs, get them all ready, get all the extra stuff in the car that I gotta take. Hunter wakes up, he goes back to Austin, and I head out. And as you guys know, we got a Tesla. So no gas, but I gotta stop to charge on the way. The Tesla is really awesome because it actually will route you through the superchargers, tell you exactly how long you have to charge there to continue on your trip to get to the next supercharger. It actually worked out really well. I stopped 4 times, and I think I had to charge on average about 35 minutes at each stop. What would normally take on average about 12 to 13 hours, I think it took me 15. The stops, honestly, were really nice. Out of all 3 drives, the one in the Tesla was the best, even though it took the longest, and I was with 3 dogs, and it was the last of 3 drives when I was probably the most sleep deprived. It was the best one. So I get here at like 7:45, I think, in the morning on the next day. So it'd been, at that point, about 72 hours. I'd gotten about 7 hours of sleep over the course of those 72 hours. And made it out here. I want to show you the house though. So the house is a little bit older and not quite as nice as the house that we had back in Texas, but it is so much bigger. So this is the room that I'm going to be using for my office. By the way, everything is still a mess. We have not gotten anywhere close to finishing all the unpacking. We still don't have our bed together because we can't find the screws. But it's going. Just got the merch unpacked today. So if you're waiting on an order, that is coming very soon. I finished packing stuff today. Oh, let me tell you guys this. I got prints of the R3. So if you want some of the limited edition prints, I think I only have 20 of each. Those are gonna be up on my website right now, along with all the other special R3 merch that I got. So here is one of them, and then here is the other one. But I also got one of the Ruckus and one of the R6 in the blue trim. So if you want any of those, again, limited edition, one run. When they're gone, they're gone. There's only 20 of each, I think. And yeah, those are super high quality. Like it's not poster material, it's photo material. Like y'all need to frame these. Motonosity.com/shop, link in the description. So that's the office. Stairs, cool stairway. It's been a while since I've lived in a house with a stairway, so that's cool. This room that we don't know what to do with, that's large, but at the moment it is the place where the dogs sleep. So their crates are there. Kitchen is not great, but it's not bad. I wish it was a little bit bigger. Living room, which is, you know, messy with Aylin's toys. Cool new rug. It's really nice and soft. I like it a lot. The yard. Whew, the yard was a selling point, and it is massive. Show it to you guys. Very large. I wish there was more of a patio. There's like a not even 10 by 10 square back here, but the dogs love the yard. I gotta be quiet because Aylin's sleeping, so I won't be able to show y'all her room, but yeah, this is the upstairs. lots of space. This is a guest room. The master bedroom is the size of like 3 bedrooms. Here's one side. There's the other side. And that's it. That is the house. Oh, I forgot something? I forgot the garage. Oh, my bad. Not gonna lie. The garage is not as spectacular as I would hope it would be. But we're renting this place. 2-car garage. Ideally, I would have a 3-car garage, but it'll work. Here's the garage. We got one side to either park the Tesla or work on builds, and the other side is for motorcycles. That's the house, guys. I know this video was probably super long. Next video, guys, you guys are finding out where I live. That sounds really creepy. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, you will find out first, because I'm going to be scheduling a mini meet out here where we live. Link is in the description. That is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all the videos. Thanks as always for coming and sharing my adventures with me. You guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived, and I'll see you guys in the next one.